Hello everyone, I'm gonna show you here how I made this little Brim beanie for a baby using the Sentro 40 needle knitting machine. This Sentro knitting machine did not bring any row counter, but I installed this one and it's very easy now to count the rows. Okay, so we're gonna begin adding the yarn to start casting on. Okay, but I put a little clip there to add a little weight. Here we are. We're gonna go every other needle. This is the starting process when using this kind of knitting machines. So just making sure we go every other needle until we reach to the last white needle. Okay, we're still going. Okay, we stop here. Then we are going to put our yarn in the feeder. Okay, placing the string in the feeder, and then after that we're gonna use the last little circle for the tension. Okay, which is I think is the loose that to get the knots or the stitches a little loose. Okay, so I'm gonna zero out my row counter there so we can start cranking the 28 rows. Okay, we're gonna go slow. The first two rows have to be very slow. Okay, the logo in the middle is because I do have an Amazon store. I'm gonna leave the link below just in case you wanna take a look what I have there, but I make handmade products. Okay, I will speed up this process because it's gonna take a little bit, not too long, because remember we are going to be cranking 28 rows. Normally for a single layer brim, for a single layer beanie for a baby is 30 rows, but because we're gonna add the brim, doing the crochet, so that's why we're doing it this way. Okay, we're speeding up the process there. I chose this blue color because it's so beautiful. I love the blue color, especially if it's for newborns. Okay, we're finishing here cranking the 28 rows, and we're gonna get to the last white needle until we get to the last white needle. Okay, but we are almost done. So 28 rows. Okay, almost done cranking 28 rows. Okay, so we're here to the last white needle before getting to the black one. Okay, we're gonna now. Okay, so the way we're gonna be doing this is a different way. I'm not gonna cut the yarn. I'm gonna put the whole thing in the middle. Is because we're gonna do something else. For this process, I'm gonna use a waste yarn to cast off. This is the first time I'm doing this process. Is because I wanted to make this single layer brim hat, but the brim I need to use something else, a different weight. I'm gonna be using a crochet hook, even though I have never crocheted before, but there's always a first time, right? Okay, so I grabbed the needle that came with the machine, and I also, I'm casting off right now, one by one, remember, I'm using a waste yarn. I still haven't cut, the yarn that I did the entire circular process. Okay, we're gonna be doing it this way. And then I'll tell you what's the next step. But if you know how to crochet this, making this beanie will be much easier for you. Was a little difficult for me because I have never crocheted in my life, but I want to learn at least the basic. Okay, we're almost done casting off. We're going a little slow there. I already stopped the speeding for this video. Yeah, the 40 needle machine. Okay, almost done casting off. This is the 40. Remember, the 40 needle knitting machine. Okay, so we have the little tube there. Okay, on this part, I did not record the process when I already closed the top part. Okay, which is the top part was the casting on. Now I do have, the part where I did cast off, and we still have the waste yarn there. So I grabbed this crochet hook, that this is what we're gonna use to do the brim on this little beanie, right? Okay, so you don't laugh because I don't know how to crochet, okay? But as I said, I watch a few videos and hopefully everything will go well. I will use the stitch marker, to make sure where I'm gonna begin with this process. And I'm gonna use, okay, I'm gonna use this crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use this crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters. All right, so that's the starting point, okay, for us to start this process. I'm gonna grab the hook, the loop, okay, the next loop to start doing this. Then I'm gonna grab the yarn. Then this same process you're going to do for 3 rows. Okay, so I'm gonna go slow because, as I said, I don't know how to crochet, but after a few times I'm getting more familiar with this process. Okay, we're done with the first one. And we're gonna go around. Okay, I'm gonna do one more so you'll know what I'm doing here. Getting the next loop, then folding my yarn on one of my fingers, grabbing this way, and then passing the yarn for the 2 loops. So It's getting a little difficult there because I think the crochet hook is too big. Yeah. Yes, too big. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this thick crochet hook. I'm gonna use another one, the 3.75 millimeters that came with the machine. Yeah, this was too big. It wasn't working. Okay, so we are going to continue grabbing the next loop, and we're gonna make the turn, right, until we get to the starting point again. Okay, this way. There you go. Much easier with this 3.75 is the best crochet hook to use for this process. Okay, I will speed up this process. Okay, so now I'm here finishing the first circle. Okay, so after I'm finished with this first circle, it will be time, to remove that waste yarn. So then we can continue with the process of the 3 circles of doing this crochet technique. All right. So I'm still making sure that I grab the last loop before I do the next step. Now we're gonna put again the marking, to mark. Okay, now we're pulling the waste yarn. We already marked, this is only the first circle. Remember, we're gonna do 3 circles of the crochet. Okay, it's looking nice. It's not like folding anymore. It's like, straight, and that's what we wanted here. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same process now, getting the 2 loops together. Okay, because we already did the first one, and we're gonna continue until we finish the 3. If you see there, I already fast forward this process. I'm finishing here the last row. Okay, now it's gonna be time to cut the yarn. Remember, we still haven't cut the yarn yet, but now it's time to do it. Okay, cutting the yarn. And the next step is to close the brim, right? I'm gonna use this curved little needle that came with my Addy machine. Okay, so now we're done with the brim. Look how cute it looks. The 3 circles are done. That's the perfect, length for this kind of brim. Yeah, I'm making a few knots to seal or to close the brim part. Okay, we're finishing this part. Time to cut the yarn. And we're done with this part. Now we have a cute single layer beanie. I wanted to learn how to make a single layer beanie because, not all the time you're gonna wanna make a double, a double layer beanie. So it looks cute. Okay, now the next step, we need to add a duplicate stitch design here for the name. We are doing a personalized baby Brim beanie, right? So I'm gonna work with the duplicate stitch for the name. But first I need to do the cross stitch design, right? This is the way I'm using a erase board, dry erase board. Okay, I'm working on the K right now. Now the letter A. And this is the way that duplicate stitch works. And now the I. Alright, so now we need to mark our beanie for the name to start stitching. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. There will be a separate video how to do these duplicate stitches, but you can also search how to do this because it's gonna take me a little bit of time and I need to speed up this process as well. But it's going to look so cute with the name on it, on the beanie. And remember, this beanie, you can wash it. The letters, will stay the same as the beanie because we're just duplicating the stitch on top of the actual beanie. The actual stitches that, that we did with the machine. This is the good thing about it. Okay, I'm finishing letter A, now letter I. Okay, I need to also, I already did the reverse side, like making a few knots to complete that. And there we are, the name. There we have the name. Cute. Oh my gosh, it looks so nice. You can get a little confused, when stitching the duplicate stitches. But it's worth it to learn. Look how beautiful it looks. And the reverse side is perfect. Not too many strings hanging there. Okay, now is the duplicate stitch name is completed. Yes. Oh wow. Don't you like it? I do. Kai. is the name. Okay, I don't know how you pronounce that. Kai, maybe. Okay, so using the pom-pom maker, of course, we don't have to forget about this part, especially if it's for a baby. The pom-pom will look so nice on this little baby beanie. Okay, we're using the two colors, dark blue, light blue. We add a reasonable, yarn for this process. Now the second part of the pom-pom. Okay, almost done with that part. Now it's time to cut both parts. Okay, this pom-pom maker comes with two sizes for adult and for babies. I'm using the smaller one for babies. Okay, now I'm using the extra string there to make a few knots to secure the pom-pom. And remember, if you finish, you have to finish on the side that you want the pom-pom on your beanie. So I want the dark blue at the bottom. So that's why I left the strings at the bottom. Now it's time to trim. I'm trimming the best I can to make sure there's no, extras sticking out. Okay, now this is adding the pom-pom to the beanie, and this will be the last step when making this beanie. Okay, I'm gonna secure the pom-pom there, adding a few stitches, making a few knots. If it's still loose, now you have to do it this way. So just pass through a needle to the pom-pom, that way you will secure it. You will secure better the pom-pom. Okay, I think I did twice. This enough to, yeah, now it's tight. That's the way we want it, because this is gonna be a permanent pom-pom on the beanie. Okay, cutting the extra strings, and there we go. And yep, it's done. Voila. So cute, so cute. The baby's gonna look so cute with this baby beanie. The personalized baby beanie is completed. Okay, so after I did this one, I did a second one for a toddler, but I used the Ari machine. And for the toddler, I did the same process. The only thing is that I did 35 rows for the toddler on my Ari machine. But there we go. You can make single layer beanies with a brim. And this is something that I wanted to do, because not always, you're gonna have a 2-layer beanies. Thank you for watching.